I mean, like I said, that break between Southern Playalistic and Stankonia, that's pretty much Kendrick Lamar's break. 6 years.
I'm gonna say less.
Okay.
No, because you want to know. Hey, I'm gonna say something right quick. You know, people really think that we don't like Kendrick,
I love
and
Kendrick. We just
that's
like
what
music.
I mean. I just don't understand what world we live in where it's like. I mean, like like these people, their job is to make music and to release music. and if we're talking about somebody and we're talking about them and them not releasing music, it's obvious because we want to hear the music too.
Yeah.
And we're just highlighting how nobody, well, this talented, has ever really done anything like this. If he wasn't talented, we wouldn't be highlighting it.
And we wouldn't be talking about him at all.
Right. If he didn't matter, like if he didn't matter, if he wasn't great, we wouldn't be raising the question. It's like, hold on, where the hell you been?
Yeah.
We're raising the question because of the talent level.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to May 13th, not just because it's my born day, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what we're gonna hear. Actually, you know what? Do you think we're gonna get a single ahead of time?
I don't know. I've heard a couple of blurbs from some of the people in our threads and in some other places that some of the slang and the lingo about the album title is more street oriented, possibly, than we originally expected, which gives me more of a reason to believe that there's going to be rap on here.
Like did you see that they're making projections already about the first week sale without any songs being heard? So I saw this, shout out to the people over at Our Generation Music. They're saying Kendrick Lamar's new album is expected to sell 350,000 units the first week. We don't even have a song.
I was going to say 250.
And he showed up at Coachella too with Baby Kim, so he's out here in these streets.
No. Is he officially outside?
He's officially outside. He's outside and looks like in some boots and stuff too. But yeah, he's outside.
I care about the skills.
But I'm just saying, we don't even have an actual record. And so people are saying that there's a projection of 350,000. At least that's what I think it was, what is it, Data Metrics or whatnot, their Twitter page. That's what they do. So I want to see how close this is to the actual numbers when they come in. But how can you actually make projections and there's no music out there? That's wild to me. DeCarlo says he might do 500,000. I mean, we got to hear some music first, guys, right? Because if we're making projections off of just a person, this is just hype now.
No, Mike, I sincerely thought that just off of who he is and how today's climate kind of works, that he would be good for about 250.
Okay.
I think he's good for 250. Okay. I wouldn't want to say more than that, and I wouldn't disrespect him and say less than that. That's what I mean. It's like, no, I'm aware of his stature, and I'm aware of how long it's taken this album to be released. And so we keep talking about it because it's taken too damn long, just to be quite honest with you, in the minds and the thoughts of many. All of y'all are like, I'm cool on waiting, I'm cool on waiting, I'm cool on waiting. It's like, no, you're just saying that because you're a fan. You really want this album the way that we do. We're getting the album in a couple of weeks. I'm sincerely excited about it. But think about what we're saying. We're talking about him doing 250, 350, 500. Let's go to this Pusha T rollout right quick. Because how many did he just do?
That's a good question. I'll look that up real fast.
I knew already. I believe he did 55 to 60K. Well, which placed him at number one.
Okay. So LP with the super chat says, saw what he was wearing. It better be a rock album. I think this is the thing too. Whatever single we get, we're gonna kind of know a little bit about the album, and I think that based on whatever they have, whatever they got over there at PG Lane, a single could blow these numbers that we're talking about up or deflate them. It's been 5 years. That's the 5-year effect, right? Whatever he drops, it's got to be something that people like, oh shit, I can't wait to hear the album.
I don't think
that you don't agree with that. I think it's safe to not put out anything. If you're getting projections for 350 with no song, don't put out anything.
I agree with that part. Now, I agree with that part.
Don't put out anything.
I wouldn't put out anything if I was him.
Yeah.
But I would tell you, and this is to his measure and to his stature, well, he has enough stature that he doesn't need to drop necessarily a single.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Well, that's not what he's known for anyway, and why you go pick up his project. He is one of the few people whose all-time greatness is attached to the fact of the entirety of the product that he puts out, not the song-by-song structure or basis that he puts out, by the album structure that he puts out. His song by song, I mean, go look at his singles. That's why I wasn't trying to be funny when I say it's like, no, if you go play his greatest hits up against other people's greatest hits in the upper echelon, it doesn't resonate the same. And it's not an error thing. It's not his strength is what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have a Today Was a Good Day. That's just a fact. That ain't a nostalgia thing. He don't got no shit that slaps like that single-wise. Period.
Yo, shout out to Jay Short with the super chat, and shout out to our people in Cali. Speaking of Cali, said, "You're killing us in Cali with this time. Much love, though." Okay, we might need to find a happy medium for our people on the West Coast.
Cali.
Yeah,
it's 10 o'clock in Cali.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's 11 in Cali now, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll keep that in consideration. We might bump it up to. I mean, I think 3 wouldn't hurt. Because what it is, man, we want to be able to have these conversations and not spill all the way into people's nights and whatever they got going on, especially on Friday, you know, because people back outside. So, I don't know, man. I think maybe 3. We've been doing 4, 4:30-ish, sometimes 5. And, yeah, maybe like 3, 3:30 might make it work.
Yeah, let's try to shoot for. I mean, I feel like you and me probably need to start at least pregame in 3:15, 3:30, so that maybe we can be live at 4. Because I'm thinking at 4 o'clock it's 1 on the West Coast.
Yeah,
and we can be done by 7, and that'll be 4 over there and 7 right here, and it's
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
I think that works. I'm with that, man. LP with the super chat says, "It's hype. The less he releases, the more people will listen when it drops. The opposite of Push. The single is too risky." I agree. I think Pusha gave us way too much. That's that old school traditional style of doing a rollout. He gave us 3 songs that were on the album. And I think that Diet Coke and even Hear Me Clearly specifically, and especially the song with Jay, they would have had a whole different effect if people hadn't heard them weeks and weeks before the album dropped.